Hey everyone, I just wanted to come and kind of explain a little bit to you about my current journey with gastroparesis right now and where I'm at. Um, I it has been difficult. Gastroparesis is like being on a roller coaster. That's a horrible, scary one, but it never ends. The ride never ends. You can never get off. It's like having the stomach flu and you never get over it. It is a devastating illness. It can take away your it can take away your hope. It can take away your dignity. It can take away um, your your fight um, if you let it. So it's it's exhausting. It takes a toll on you physically, obviously. It takes a toll on you emotionally, mentally. It drives a huge hole in your life. It it just causes so many problems, so many problems. It's a very discouraging illness to have. Um, you have no control. Um, you have no control, and I think that's one of the hard things to do about it. It's not like you have a sore leg where you can rub your leg, ice your leg, and rest it up, and it's going to get better. It's not like that. It's a never-ending battle, and it has a mind of its own, and it's just very difficult. But that being said, I want you to realize that I am still fighting through. Um, I'm fighting every day to survive. I'm fighting every day to live. And excuse my pink cheeks. I think for some reason, whenever I get it's like a mast cell reaction to something, probably because I'm talking in a video, and I get nervous because I'm not a very great speaker. So, but I will try. So, anyway, I'm continuing my fight. I'm not, you know, just gonna lay down, but I am giving up, and I will explain what I mean. I am so I had a feeding tube, and it worked really well for me. I was able to get nutrition and get my strength back, and even some muscles back, and things like that. But unfortunately, because I have a mast cell disorder and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my body rejected the tube. And for 4 months, I tried and tried and tried, and my body would not heal. It would not heal, and it rejected this tube, and it was extremely painful to where I could not live any very good life at all with this tube. I literally could not move. Um, so it had to come out, and ever since then, it's been a humongous struggle to get my nutrients. We've had to do a liquid diet, but the liquids that I've been using are really subpar. They're not very nutritious, like healthy. They got like sugar in them and like artificial things, and just not my style. If you know me at all before I got sick with this, that I was a big foodie, and I was like totally into nutrition and like healthy food and everything like that. I ate so well. Like I totally ate pristine almost. And now I can't. I'm resorting to Boost. And I can feel it. My body's like, yeah, this isn't going to cut it. So because of that, I've been striving every day and determined to eat real food again. Um, I've been eating chicken, some fish, potatoes, rice, like oatmeal, some. I think that's probably mostly it right now. Um, but it hasn't worked out. So no matter how much I try, it's not working out. So I've prayed about it. I've prayed that it would work. You know, I've just tried and tried, and it's not. It doesn't work. My body just won't handle the solid food as a sustaining way to live for me. I can have a little bit one time a day. So, like if I ate a quarter of a chicken tender or something that I made, uh, I can have that and a few bites of potatoes or something. But that's the only solid food I can have that whole day. That's not going to sustain me for life. There's no way I get nutrition from that one little tiny micro meal a day. So it has been a very discouraging battle for me, realizing that I have to give up that fight. Um, it is not, I don't have the energy to do it. I don't have the energy to keep fighting, to keep trying, to force my body to take solid food. There was a reason I had to have a feeding tube, and that reason is still there. So, but you know, in my heart, I thought for sure, you know, I thought I'm just gonna do this. I'm going to eat solid food, and I'm gonna be normal, and I'm just gonna move forward and be normal like everyone else, and just eat and forget about, you know, my stomach not working. It doesn't work. Positive thinking didn't work. Praying didn't work. It's just not gonna work. Um, so I have to go back and just solely be liquid fed, orally. But I am trying some new products. So I think I got 3 in the mail today that I'm gonna try to see if they work for me, and they are more nutritious and like organic. One of them's plant-based, one of them's not. I used to have trouble digesting plant protein and things, so we'll see. I'm just checking it out. The other 2 are grass-fed. So we'll see. I just need something, since this is going to be full time for me for nutrition wise. I want something to be a little more healthy, because I'm just putting garbage in me right now, and it's working to sustain my weight a little. I've lost a couple pounds, but it's not going to work as a long-term solution for me to put garbage in me. I don't want to do that, especially if this is how my life is going to continue to be. I want to, you know, be able to live somewhat longer, you know, and just putting garbage in me, to me, is going to cut that short. So we got to find something. So that's what we're doing. So with that, I have to give up the idea of a normal life again, being able to do the things I used to do. I'm very stubborn, and so I want to keep doing things that I used to do at the pace I used to do them. But I cannot. Gastroparesis has taken away a lot of my, well, for one, I have a lot of brain fog, but it's taken away my ability to have endurance. So my endurance is really bad. So I have to take a lot of breaks. I take care of our home, our property, our homestead, the chickens, and everything like that. And that is a huge, huge, huge part of my life that I love. I love to mow. I love to take care of my chickens. I love to take care of our home. I love to feed my husband. That is my life. That is my ministry. And so I don't want that taken from me. So I have to adapt and change my pace. So one day I mow, and that's my chore. You know, the next day I clean the chicken coop, or the next day I clean. I can't do multiple things a day anymore. Like I used to be able to go gangbusters and just be like, yeah. I cannot do that anymore. I have to take a lot of breaks. Even when I'm cooking, I have to sit down a lot. And that's just a reality, because I don't only have gastroparesis. I also have neuromuscular disease and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and inflammatory arthritis and things like that. Right now, I've got something going on that I'm not sure what is going on, if it's arthritis flaring or something new. I have extreme pain in my legs and my hips, to where it's difficult to walk. I can walk, but it's extremely painful. I hobble, I limp, I have pain in my left shoulder, like it feels like a pinched nerve. And I also have pain in my ring, this part of my knuckle and my ring finger. It's, it feels like a pinched nerve there too. I don't know what is going on. My arthritis usually presents itself with being red and swollen and hot, and then my joints will degrade and freeze, or like they won't, like still like my feet, my toes, my foot will not bend, like, you know what I mean? They're just frozen. So that's how my arthritis usually presents. So I'm not sure what this is going on with me right now. I'm gonna go. I see a chiropractor and my neurologist is kind of see what is going on with that. But so I have that on top of, you know, everything else. And as you know, a diet that is lacking good things and has too much sugar in it, such as the drinks that I have to drink right now, those boosts, you know, inflames things. It causes things to more, it causes me more pain anyway. So I'm hoping that these things that I find will agree with me, because there's less sugar and I won't be so in pain, I hope. I don't know. I can hope. The other issue is, whatever it is, there's not a lot they can do for it, because I can't take pain medications because of the slow motility, and because I have allergies to some narcotics and things like that. So there's a dilemma, which is discouraging. Sometimes it feels like I just can't catch a break. But that being said, I know that I keep trucking along, and that's the part of me that doesn't give up. You know, even if I'm hurting and I'm in pain. I mean, when I had my feeding tube, and I was in excruciating pain, I just hunkered over the mower, and I still mowed. I mean, that's how I am. I still want to do what I want to do, even if I have to do it with a stick in my you know, I still want to do it. So I still want to choose joy. There are days where I am sad and I'm discouraged and I may cry. But I know that one day this will all end. You know, I may not get better here on earth, but I know that one day I will be made whole and I will be with Christ. And so that gives me peace and hope. He has showed up during this gastroparesis journey in so many different ways, and has just given me a peace and comfort, just knowing that he's there. And, you know, and that's where I want my focus. So I am not going to focus on physical healing. I'm not going to fret over, you know, trying to stand for healing and claim a healing and pray for healing and like all that during the day, and like all day that's all I think about is I want to be healed in this body, and just speak these things over myself, and like it's all I'm thinking about. I'm not doing that. I pray about it. I pray that God would heal my body, but even if he doesn't, like that's okay. We live in a fallen world. He's still here. He's still with me during it. I don't have to be physically healed to know that, you know, God loves me. I would rather put my focus away from the physical part of me and more to the spiritual part of me. I'd rather focus on my relationship with Christ, which has gone by the wayside during this time because I've been focused on my physical body and wanting to be physically better, and go back to the time where I didn't struggle with any of this. I had like a year where I was completely well. I had no symptoms of anything. And now that's not here anymore. I don't know if I was in remission of something or what, but that's gone. And I don't want to focus on, I want to go back there. How did I get back there? How did I get there in the first place? What do I have to say? What do I have to claim? You know, what promise do I have to stand on and speak over myself every single day? I don't want to do that, because to me, I know all those things, and it's a waste of my time to keep repeating all of that when I can just rebuke it once. It's not going to be gone. If it's not gone, then move on and focus on my relationship with Christ, because really I've lost sight of that, because I've just been too tired to even pick up my Bible and read it. I can't concentrate. My mind is like Swiss cheese, and I'd rather just sit in his presence and focus on him than focus on my physical body being healed. Because in the end, this body is worthless. It's nothing. It's not even important. What's important is my soul and my spirit, and that's what I want to focus on. And in the meantime, God gives me good days, bad days, whatever. And well, I know there's an argument there where he doesn't give us bad days, but it rains on the just and the unjust, and he does as he pleases, and he's in control. And so he will allow those things to happen. He may not make them happen, but he can allow the bad things and the bad days. We do live in a fallen world. He has allowed us in his holiness to give us free will, and in that free will we have created a fallen world, and I am just a product of that. And in a sense, being sick is showing the goodness of God in a way, because it's through the free will that he gave us that has caused this, because I live in a fallen world and there is sickness here. But he doesn't just leave it like that. He walks with me through it. He doesn't just leave me sick. So, anyway, I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but anyway. So I am going to go mow the grass, and but I just really wanted to kind of let you know, I'm fighting, but it's not the same fight, and what I'm giving up, and in order to move forward. So I will see you guys next time, and I appreciate the prayers. I really do. They are needed. This is a very, very difficult disease. There are often dark days, dark thoughts, and prayers really help keep that at bay. It really helps you to refocus on the good, and not what's devastating. So I'll see you next time.